Right, the economic cycle. You would have read through this exercise or this chapter, economic cycle, chapter 2, and then you would have found that there is quite a lot of strange information coming through. And on page 13, then there's a very difficult diagram, but don't you worry, I will simplify it for you a little bit. If you look at the business, the economy, then you have a few people taking part there, and they all are busy buying and selling from each other, because that's what trade is about. That is what economy is all about. So it's about money moving around. So I then looked at it and I tried to explain it through another point of view, with another picture. In the country, we have the government, we have our homes, households, and we have businesses. We each buy and sell from each other. So I've now taken a blue pen and a green pen to show you the difference. For instance, let's start from the beginning, where you have the government. The government provides us with roads and hospitals and clinics and schools. They provide us with infrastructure. That's the big word. How can they give us this if they don't have money? Where do they get money from? They get money from businesses. How? Through taxes. And then you have the same thing here when you look at your households. Households also need roads to drive to school. They need a hospital because they're sick. So what do they need? They need infrastructure. And what do they do then? They will have to pay taxes so that the government can provide infrastructure. Can you see that? But then the government, on the other hand, they also need goods and services. So where do they buy their goods and services? They need water. They need furniture for the government. They buy it from businesses. So they pay for services that they buy from businesses, goods and so on. But in the same way, they ask businesses, can you maybe please build the new school for us? So they then pay for services. So these businesses sell the goods and the products, and the government will pay for it. On the same way, on this side, you have households. The government needs people. They need people to work in their schools, in their hospitals. So the households will basically sell the factors of production, which is labor, which is capital. They need that from the households. But then if we work for the government, we need to be paid salaries for it. Can you see? Again, there is like an exchange of goods and services for money. Goods, money. Okay, now let's look what happens between businesses and households. Businesses provides goods and services to households. We need food on the table. We will have to pay for it. We buy with money, so we pay for it. But then businesses need us to work in their businesses. They need us as laborers. They need people. They need people to start businesses, with entrepreneurs, with capital to start a business. So can you see? Again, the factors of production would be given from the households to the businesses, but in return, we receive money. What kind of money? Salaries for our service that we rendered the business. We gave them labor. They give us money. Why? Because they need to pay us for our salaries. Now, if you look within the country's borders, this is what you have, the three groups. But you and I know we are in a global economy. That's where the word globalization comes from, which means that we also buy and sell between other countries. That is our foreign sector. And obviously, South Africa will buy goods from them that they sell. So we will pay them, they sell foreign goods. We call that import. If they sell to us, we call it they export to us. We import from them. Again, we're talking about foreign currencies, foreign exchange. Again, money are going to be swapped here. They buy from us, then they give us dollars. We buy from them, we pay in rands, and they give us products there. Obviously, we'll have to eventually do the exchange into pounds to be able to get the goods right here in South Africa. So there's an exchange of money and goods also between us and outside countries. In simple, this is the economic cycle. Economy is about movement of money through the world, through people, and not just money, also goods and services. So it's one person buying, another one sells. Your question should be, what are they selling, what are they buying, who is paying for what? Alright, so that's just in short a little video on page 13.